Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review will be from season 2, episode 2. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get into it. So this episode uh was just a filler, you know. That we know the last group, the bus came in. Boyd, the episode ended with Boyd climbing up the chimney. So this episode, partial of the episode was spent with Boyd talking to the man, telling him that he gonna help him get out. The man was telling him it's too late for him, just leave. It's getting he needs to get out of here and just kill him. So Boyd went and got a rock to help the man out. When the man got out, he cut Boyd in his arm. And well, no, the guy before that, Boyd got to see he was in the Marines, so that really triggered Boyd to say, not leave a man behind. So when he did that, he did get him loose, and the man cut Boyd and told Boyd, "My blood is in your veins now," and then Boyd killed him. So Boyd made it out, and then one of those dogs that was with the kid in the all white came to Boyd and gave him direction to get out of there. So we also left the last episode. Victor and Tabitha, they got out from underground. They made it into like a canister container that Victor been going to, leaving his stuff in, but they didn't have one of the shrines to keep the monsters out, so they said we just gotta be real quiet. So they stayed in there, and what ended up happening is Boyd ended up making it to there. Now, one of the guys the um, from the bus, the main black guy that was saying, I didn't get his name yet, but that he seen the vision that telling everybody don't get off the bus. He was running from the monsters and made it to that location. Now Victor, well, they let him in, and he explained that he was from the bus, and Victor said, "I don't trust him." Now what was odd, I would have to go back in the episode and look. It was one time that I thought he was in a restaurant with or in a diner with all the rest of them, but he wasn't. Then it was a moment when two other people from the bus, they made it to a house, and they looked out the window, and well, no, it was when Ellis and Fatima made it into the police station, and they was looking out the window, and they was yelling for the guy to leave. It looked like he was about to get gathered, but I guess he ran off and so basically what's happening in town is the people who was what didn't listen was roaming on their own. They were getting killed. Fatima, she was going through a breakdown, and she just was screaming at the monsters, and they was telling her to come outside. Ellis was trying to calm her down. She was just real obnoxious. And then the people in the diner, of course, they was like, "Why we can't leave?" And they had to pull the gun out on the people to tell them to calm down. You had Christy and her girlfriend. The girlfriend was beefing with her, and she was just trying to tell her, like, "I didn't leave you. This place is not," but she couldn't get it out. She was all in tears. So that was a whack conversation. She just should have came out with it, but she didn't have it. She was just still in tears that she's seeing her and everything like that. And the girlfriend's upset, thinking she left her to join a cult. And then you had Julie. She was, her dad is underneath the house, and she hearing people getting killed, so she's going through her emotions, thinking her dad might have got killed. Now you had the three people underneath on the house. The bartender, he ended up getting killed because the guy that was knocked out, he ended up waking up and he's in pain, but he starts screaming, drawing attention. on top of drawing attention. He ended up dying because he must have had a puncture, whatever. He started coughing up blood. He ended up dying. The bartender got killed, and the dad, he lived. He survived. Jim survived. And in the morning, when the light came, everybody rushed out of the diner to help Jim to pull up the house. And Tabitha, Boyd, and Victor, and the new guy started to leave the container where Victor was housing. And Boyd looked at his arms, and all these like things was running all through his arm, like it was worms or whatever, just racing through his arm. And Victor was looking at him like, yeah, buddy, something's up with you. So that was pretty much the episode. And the kid did tell him that, hey, the house collapsed that was right next to the diner. Of course, Tabitha knew that was her house, so she ran back to the town. And that was the episode. So it's pretty much not much. It didn't give you too much. We'll wait and see how next week's episode go. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Till next time.